I'm so excited to finally lane together. Like, you don't even know how excited I am. I mean, we've been seeing each other for a while, and I really like playing with you regularly, but I always play ADC, and you're always playing like mid. And of course, I'm an ADC main, so I'm gonna play ADC, but I'm just really glad you're gonna finally play support for me. I mean, I'm so excited. You don't even know. Um, Usually I like to play like Caitlyn or sometimes Ash. I really like to play like the more challenging, like ADCs with interesting builds you can do and stuff. I'm not really into like Yunara or like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I like Caitlyn because she's hard. She's got like so much range. It's hard to know like what to do with it all. And Ash is hard too because when the enemies could normally run away, like they can't because they're slowed, and like it's just really hard to be that much better than the other laning like opponent. It's just really a challenge. So I'm super excited. I am really thrilled that you're gonna play Nami for me. I love having a Nami on my team. I mean, her healing is so great. Like, her speed boost is helpful. Her little, like, damage boost thing is good. Her bubble's good. It's kind of hard to hit, so I don't expect you to hit it all the time, but it's really good when you do. And of course, her wave is good. But really, like, her healing is just so great. Oh, you're gonna build AD Nami. Yeah, I mean, you can, I guess, if you want, like, since it's our first draft together, but usually, if you're gonna play support for me, she should be building, like, probably, you know, support items, like Moonstone Reviver, whatever that crescent thing is, and, I don't know, some people build, like, Shurelias, or like support items. But it's okay. I mean, we'll do fine. We're just gonna have fun, and like I'm so much better than the other team, it won't matter anyways. You know, I always hit all my CS. I get like 12 CS per minute. I'm just, you know, I really know everything there is to know about wave states, and it's gonna be great, okay? So you can just stay with me and we're gonna do really wonderful. And oh, so normally you should probably start with her W, or, so you can heal me, or maybe her Q, but you can start with her E, I guess. That's fine. Oh, but normally you would put it on me and not yourself. But like you can put it on yourself if you want, I guess. I mean, I guess there's like a combo where she like puts it on herself and hits someone and then throws her bubble, but we're only level 1, so you don't have your bubble yet. But it's okay, because I'm so good at CSing, and we're gonna get to level 3 before they are, right? So it won't even matter. It's okay. Yeah, anyways. I don't know. It's gonna be fine. Oh, looks like you missed your bubble. But that's okay. I mean, like I said, it's kind of hard to hit, so I don't expect you to have 100% accuracy. It's just, yeah, yeah, it's just gonna take a minute to get used to the character. I mean, but she's pretty easy. You should have no problem with her once you get used to it a little bit, right? Yeah. Anyways, looks like we're about level 3, so it's going along pretty well. Um Now at this point you can heal me if you want. Or you could just use it on yourself, I guess, but that's kind of throwing, but it's fine. Something to note about your heal is that it does throw a little like damaging thing on the enemy if they're in range, and so you want to make sure not to steal my kills with that, right? Because if you do, like, I mean, that's just kind of throwing. Like, gold is really good on the ADC, and gold on Nami, like, I don't know. So yeah, but I'm sure that won't happen. I'm not worried about it at all. As the ADC, my vision score does need to be 0, otherwise we are throwing, so I expect you to be placing all the wards and breaking all the wards. I'm not going to help with that, because, like, my vision score should be 0 as the ADC, otherwise, I'm just throwing, so So yeah, my vision score is going to stay 0, but it's fine because my CS is going to be like 400 by the time this game is over. I mean, that is if they don't, you know, FF at 15 because we're just so good, right? Oh, another missed bubble. I mean, it's okay. Yeah, it's fine. We're gonna get level 6 and it's gonna be good. I'll just talk you through it and it's gonna be okay. Don't even worry. Yeah. You wanna make sure to heal me right about now? Oh my gosh. Oh, looks like I died, but, it's okay. I mean, you know, my first death of the game, it's fine, it's okay. Just, you know, next time you did have healed, you could have, you know, saved me, but it's okay, I get it, you know, on a new character, like, gotta get some warm-up in there, right? Yeah. No, I can't actually come help with Dragon. I need to shove this wave because, like, as an ADC, if I help the jungler get any objective at any point in the entire game, like, I'll just lose. It does damage to me, you know? Like, I'm sorry, but I just can't help. But it's okay. You guys got that. You guys got that, totally. Okay, I'm gonna go in here on the enemy team, so if you could engage with me, that would be wonderful. You want to throw your E on me so that I get a little damage boost, and then once I take damage, you're going to heal me, and you're going to try to bubble the enemy, okay? Okay, sounds good. So... Oh, looks like you missed your bubble, and somehow you healed yourself instead of me, so I died. It was a zoning bubble. Oh, right. Yeah. No, that's fine. I assume it was also a zoning heal. Yeah? Okay. I mean, it's fine. It's okay. I'm used to playing with randoms and like my supports are usually really bad, so it's okay. We're still gonna win lane. I'm just that good and I'll carry and it'll be fine, okay? Cause like you can't be worse than the randoms I get as supports. Don't worry. Like they're really awful. We are level 6, so let's see. I think a good way to do this is if I engage and then you throw your wave, and usually you want to throw your wave and then your bubble, or throw your bubble and then your wave so that you stun them for longer, basically. You know, they can do less. Pretty simple, like, concept, right? Shouldn't be very hard at all. Oh. Yeah, so usually, I don't know if you know this, but usually you want to throw the wave at the enemy team. Or, you know, at a teammate, I guess, like it does speed you up, but it really doesn't help me at all if you completely miss, does it? Yeah, oh, it was a zoning wave, right? Well, you don't actually want to use your R to zone, but whatever. I mean, it's fine. It's just, I mean, honestly, I don't really understand. I feel like there's a disconnect between support players and ADC players. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm more mechanically skilled, or like I just have more like connection with the game, but I feel like, I don't know, for some reason my supports are always throwing, and like, no, I'm sorry, you're right. I mean, you're doing fine. It's your first time. Like, I understand. It's okay. It's okay. Laning phase is just about over, so I'm gonna run mid. If you could come with me, that would be great, because I don't think that our Gragas top needs extra help. He's already kind of fed. But, since you did run top and not mid, as the ADC, I am gonna take that as a sign to push further in, and, I mean, it shouldn't be a problem because I can 1v5, so it'll be fine. But if I die, I will blame it on you. Oh, and it looks like I did die, so I don't know why you weren't with me. Like, I haven't seen you all game. Ever since, like, the first tower fell, you just been roaming? Like, for what? What do you mean this is the first time you've left lane? Like, I don't remember you in lane with me at any point. I mean, you might as well not have been there because you didn't hit any of your abilities. Not even your heal somehow, which is point and click, by the way. Like, you just have to hover your mouse on me. You're trying your best. Oh, yeah. I mean, no, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I understand. Like, we all have to start some. I get it. It's okay. I'm sorry. I just need to take a deep breath and we're gonna reset and we're gonna get Baron and it's gonna be okay. Okay. Yeah. Um, sorry. Got a little too, invested for a second, but it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Okay. Come mid with me and it'll be really good. I've got my R up, so we can definitely secure a kill here, and it'll be fine, right? Oh, and just like that, their Jax jumped me. Okay, so I didn't see any bubble from you. I didn't see any W, any heal, anything at all, actually. And I thought the supports that I normally get queued with the randoms were bad, but somehow you're even worse. Like, I don't know how that's possible. You've played this game plenty. You play mid plenty. Like, how are you so bad at Nami? I said you should play her because she is one of the lowest, like, bar to entry characters in the whole game. I mean, like, she's so easy. I don't understand how you're doing this bad on her. It's embarrassing for me. Like, I don't know. I don't want to date someone who's doing this bad on Nami of all things. Like that's humiliating. Honestly, I mean, I'm just going to give up. I'm just going to run mid. Like we're not winning this game. There's just no way. Like not with you throwing like this. I don't understand what your goal is. Like do you do you want us to lose? Is this funny? Are you like, is this supposed to be funny? Because if it's a joke, you can stop now. Like you've got your laugh, punchline, haha, real funny. No, you're trying your best, right? Well, your best is really bad. I don't know if anyone's told you that before, but maybe I don't know. Like if you can't play support, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe you should play some versus AI for a while, or honestly, maybe you should just uninstall with like how bad you're doing. Like this might just not be your game, to be honest. I mean, geez, your support is really bad, like so incredibly bad. I mean, I'm genuinely, this is the most like embarrassed I've ever been playing League. Honestly, this is the most embarrassed I've ever been, period. I can't believe I dated someone who's bad at League of Legends. Like, oh my god, you inted my lane? Like, you inted our relationship. I can't talk to you. I honestly, I never want to see your face again. I have to go. I mean, FF15, this game is lost. Like, I'm just running it down. It's fine. My Nami is feeding. She's just the worst, like, the worst player. I didn't know people could be this bad at the game. I mean, like, oh my god. I can't believe it. You really suck. I mean, I don't know. Were the question mark pings not enough? Did you not understand? Do I need to flame you in chat instead of out loud? Like, why is this not getting into your head? I mean, do you even have anything in your head? Because, like, the way that you're playing makes it really seem like you don't have a brain. So maybe the reason it's not getting to you mentally is because there's nothing there for it to get to. I don't really know. But, like, holy smokes, you're genuinely the worst player I've ever played with. I mean, we're done. I can't date someone who's bad at League of Legends. That's just, we're done. I'm sorry. You've disappointed me. Like, I'm not sorry. You're just, I don't know how someone could be this bad.